Your child's reading and they skip a word. It's an important word. It changes the meaning of the sentence. They don't even notice and keep going. They skip a whole sentence. They go from here, skip, start again down here. They don't notice. I'm going to show you how to fix that for good, and I'm also going to provide for you a printout that has these steps. So here's the first thing. Don't point. A lot of you, that's the first thing. Your hand flies in. I guarantee you have no idea how much you're doing, especially if your child's in second, third, or fourth grade, because you've been doing it for years. They skip a word, they skip a sentence, out comes the hand, they back up, they follow your finger, they go forward. Don't do that because you're solving the problem for them. We want them to orientate themselves on the page. Do not point. Here are the steps. They skip. You catch it a couple words in, they skip. Here's what you say. Does that sound right? You want them to listen. Does that sound right? They might argue. Yeah. Then you say, I think you made a mistake. But often the clue, does that sound right, will put them back. They might go back and find it and read forward. Often it's more difficult than that. They can't go back. You walk them back verbally. Go a little bit back. Next sentence, if that doesn't work, first, does it sound right? Next sentence, can you find the beginning of the sentence? Seems simple, may be quite difficult. You let them struggle with that. If that goes on too long, you bounce them up to the beginning of the paragraph. Can you find the beginning of the paragraph and read down? A lot of times they don't understand that beginning of the paragraph, so you might say, go up to the white space and read down. It's amazing, and you do this over and over and over again, and I'll tell you, in 3 weeks, you have the most beautiful, wonderful, glorious experience. The child's reading along. The sentence is, Joey got on the plane and flew away. Joey got on, flew away. Joey got on the plane and you have a party. They did it. You celebrate every simple progression. And it's amazing. This is going to change comprehension and even the rate that they read if you can solve skipping. Now there's something else they do. And you've heard this. And then the airport was, and then, where am I? Where am I? Here's how you solve this. Where are you? Where do you think you are? Are you in the middle of the page and the top of the page? And then you work them in verbally. You don't touch the book. And they find where they are and they learn how to orientate themselves. This is an amazing way to fix a problem that has been with you for a long time. Let's go ahead and check out a couple that has struggled with this. Their daughter skipped forever and they fixed it in 3 weeks. It's rather comedic, so hang out for this little interview. And the solution was, don't point, coach them. They need to navigate. How did that go in your house?
Oh, I had to pay Amity a few dollars because every time I pointed, you can't, it's hard, but I had to.
Your hand would fly out because after 4 years of pointing, your hand would fly out. I'd say, Stacy, Amity is relying on you to find where she got lost and show her where she needs to restart. She won't learn how to do that until you stop doing it. Okay, Keith, don't point. No, 2 seconds later, you're there. And you would, you're here. And we would actually be surprised. And a lot of them, I had one mom said she cried. She cried. I can't stop. I can't stop. and then, so I call it the Amity solution. I said, all right, your daughter gets, and it was a girl too, your daughter gets $1. Every time
you point.
Yeah, and that kid made like $50. But Amity doesn't skip anymore, right?
Right.
Amity stopped skipping.
Stop looking at the squirrel.
Squirrel! Joey got on the flew away.
Does that sound right?
Joey got on the plane and flew away to the sunset.
Great. That's great. Yeah!
Joey got on the flew away to
Does that sound right? Can you find the beginning of that sentence?
Oh, Joey got on the plane and flew away into the sunset.
There, you got it. Awesome. Good job.
Joey got on and flew away to the.
Does that sound right?
I don't know.
You find the beginning of that sentence.
Okay.
Go to the top of the paragraph. The paragraph is right under that big white space.
Oh. Then they ran into the airport to get away from the mob, and Joey got on the plane and flew into the sunset.
You did it! There you go. See, great.
Can
Great
I have
job.
Can I have a cookie? What? Joey went to the, and then where am I, Mom? Where am I?
Well, where do you think you are?
I don't know. I was
Were you at the top of the page?
no.
Middle of the page? Were you near the picture on the page?
Yeah, okay, they got to the airport. Please subscribe and hit notifications. Hit that like button. I know you hear that a lot. And leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you folks that use it for 2 weeks, do this for 2 or 3 weeks, and tell us how it went. And also, if you have another way that you solve skipping, please share it in the comments. The directions to get the instructions, to print out the steps and what to say, are on my website. The directions to do that are down in descriptions. You're going to simply go to No Fear Reading, and you'll end up on the home page. Go to the blog page. They'll be there to print out. I'm not even going to ask for your email. I want you guys to have this. And as I always tell you, just love your struggling reader. They don't want to drive you crazy. They just have a hard time doing things that you think should be easy. I know, I've been there. And remember, it's more than passing the end of grade test, because so many children are frustrated and angry because they can't read. I've worked with families that have children with anxiety disorder, eating disorders, and all that can go away. A lot of times just you want to give them the grade level. Let's work together to do that. Please subscribe. Love your child. Make it fun, and remember, celebrate even the smallest victories.